Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball. The Braves and the Astros are both one win away from meeting each other in the World Series. Let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball, brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. My name is Jimmy. I'm coming to you from New Jersey. Jake is in the Bronx. Trevor in the middle of your screen coming to you from California. And BBD behind the dish in the corner, producing his butt away. We got elimination games coming up the rest of the way in these CSs. Every remaining game in the championship series, there is a chance for celebration and sadness. Trev, how does that make you feel?
You know, I tend to be happy during these times, this beautiful postseason that they've given us. 3-1 lead for the Braves over the Dodgers. Does that sound familiar? It does. It's familiar, but it's so different, Jake. Don't get so upset just yet. Let me finish, man. I'm excited. Look, I like seeing people's backs against the wall. I don't think the Dodgers are dead just yet. Not just because of last year. We'll get into all that stuff. I definitely don't think the Red Sox are dead. So, yes, we have the elimination games. Jim, I'm not so sure people are getting eliminated. Jake, how you doing, big boy? Company freaking man today. Look at you.
That's all I know. It's all I know, Trev. I was the same way at Rexel. Trev,
What?
Jom, BBD, everyone live in the chat. Yeah, I mean, I'm buckling up for the Trevor Plouffe World Series, Brave Stros. Interested to see what wrenches we get thrown. I mean, Dodgers, Braves. Braves are peacocking big right now, and they should. And that series can still get flipped on its head with one game today. We'll be live streaming tonight with a friend, Zach Short from the Compound.
Ooh.
Tigers, middle infielder. He is going to be in the gauntlet. First time meeting me and Jom, and he's going to be in that middle chair, Trev. You know how that feels. When you just got too much leg and you're surrounded by hobbits. So that's going to be fun. But, yeah, it was a big night for baseball. I mean, neither of these games ended up being too juicy by the end of it. And I think there was a stat that came out about the Red Sox Astros that it was the first CS series that had 3 straight games decided by 7+ runs. So that's not as fun.
The Astros Red Sox series?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know Astros fans and Red Sox fans are going to get upset about this, but that series blows if you're not an Astros or a Red Sox fan. I guess as a third party, been...
You missed the good game. I mean, that was...
That's the box score's deceiving.
2-2 in the 8th. That's where, I mean, things get a little
I did
deceptive.
miss that game. I wanted to watch it.
That was the money game of this series, but we'll see if we get some. I mean, they're going back to Houston. We'll talk all about it, but
yeah, I mean, the other side, you got 2 walk-offs and a 3-run homer in the 8th to tie it. So,
in comparison, absolutely.
Yeah.
James, how are you doing?
Good. Working from home today until 6, then heading to the office. So I got like a desk arriving. I think I got a couch arriving. My 1-year-old nephew's here. I just had some cereal with him. That was fun. Edited 2 breakdown videos. Got to lay the voice over them. So, work from home day. Getting in AC fights with my father-in-law. So just battles, just up and down, up and down.
Who's going up, who's going down? Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up in a house at 68 degrees. I can't really sleep if it's hotter than that. They keep their house at like 73. It's hot.
When you have kids, man, you got to turn it up. You're going to be miserable. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep freaking you out about sleep and all this stuff.
Scandinavian kids sleep outside.
That's true.
Perfect.
They bundle
I
them up
think you
because
guys
you
should
get a
try
good night's
it.
sleep when you're colder.
I totally agree. Look, I'm a 69 guy.
Mhm.
I grew up 68, like, so just need the AC on at least.
Yeah, my house now is 71 if I'm lucky, but mostly 72.
I think my mom took
So
the
hot.
Scandinavian approach of trying to make the inside of our house feel the most like the outside, whether hot or cold. And that's how I became so tough.
That's is that fact?
Which
You going with
part?
that right now?
Tough? Not tough.
Your mom, I think,
Okay.
is a fact.
Okay. Easy with that, with all your 69 talk. Should we talk some baseball?
I'm interested in it. I think you have to burn. We can't be shining lights in your face right now unless BBD wants to. So that, kills a little bit of the pizzazz, but I'm sure you like it because you're
It's
not
okay.
blind. Shine a
Look,
light in your own face.
have
Hold the
BBD.
light 2 inches away from your eyeballs.
I
and
want
then read up
BBD to
burn.
be lit. I think that would help me.
Can you just
Can I
hold
get lit?
the alarm light?
Trev's going to
1
get
inch away from
lit.
your own eyes.
BBD's going to light up. And before we get into the burns, especially we're Cron Pod, so we're going to do the ALCS Houston Sox game. Can I tell you guys about dugout mugs? Are you familiar? Trev, what do you know
I
about?
have one.
What do you know about dugout mugs?
I have a funny
Well,
story.
Wait, Jim's got a story. Trev, not interested.
Okay. See
Yeah,
you later.
Trev, I have a better story. It's about you. On the opening of our, on the JOMBOY and Jake TV YouTube channel, we play GeoGuessr, Sporkle, and Trev sat in on a session of us doing the American Geography quiz. And Dugout Mugs was the opening sponsor. And we opened up the video, and I was showing everyone how sturdy they were. And Trev goes, and you can hit Jake with them. And flung it at Jake, and he didn't know there was beer in it. So the opening of the video is just Trevor throwing beer on Jake, and then Jake had to sit there with beer all over him to do the whole video. It's the best opening. I mean, so that you want to have a good time watching people have fun with dugout mugs, go watch the opening of the video that came out today on JOMBOY and Jake TV. It's so funny.
I apologize for that. That was inadvertent, okay?
It felt genuine at the time. It is tough to say that when you're wearing a Jake Sucks hat, but what you people can do is get your dugout mugs. They're giving a better than Black Friday deal, 35% off with code JOMBOY at dugoutmugs.com. Code JOMBOY, 35% off all of their best product. Next 1,000 orders, they're giving away free knobbies. Free knob shots. Hello. So go get that. Go get your gifts for everyone. And then when the holidays roll around, you're gonna be walking tall. You're gonna be peacocking. You're gonna be feeling like Braves fans right now. You're like, we already got this in the bag, baby. What it do, baby? Go to dugoutmugs.com. Dugoutmugs.com. Use code JOMBOY. 35% off their best products. Better than their Black Friday deal. They get jammed up Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all that stuff. You could get it out of the way, have it in the pocket. Sometimes I walk around Manhattan with a dugout mug in my pocket just to see if anyone notices. So go check them out.
Go check them out.
Go check them out.
And let's burn.
Oh.
Burn, Jakey, burn.
Pivotal Game 5 in Fenway Park. A couple southpaws on the bump, but that's where their similarities stop. He's wiry. The Condor, Chris Sale, trying to turn the Sox ship starboard versus my thick king, Framber Valdez, as he would try to throw his sinker to take down the Red Sox vessel. In the second, Michael Yordan Alvarez proves he might be the GOAT. It's 1-0 after he homers off left center off a Sale. Ooh, that dress. It would stay that way for a while. A little bit of pitching in this series. Framber shoving, Sale shoving until the 6th inning. And mama, there goes that man again. Yordan. He has 3 hits off Chris Sale. Not many lefties have ever said that. It is 3-0 Houston. Make it 4. You lay. Oh, no, no. Watch my single go. Yeah. Frankie Valley 4-0. Siri, 2 more runs, please. 6-0, 7-0. Devers hits 1 to make it 7-1. That's not the story, boys. Framber alert. Framber Valdez, 8 innings pitched, 1 Ernie, 93 pitches. What an outing by him. Sale gave his best for a little bit, and then he gets tapped out. Houston wins Game 5, 3-2 final. They got 1 more to win and 2 more to go in H-Town, Funky Town, Clutch City, Perth City, Houston.
Great job, Jake. Great job, Jake. Good job, Jake. Great job, Jake. He's the best. We like him a lot. He's Jake.
Boobs.
Wow. Well.
Okay.
Jacob. 9-1.
Yeah.
Houston Astros beating the Red Sox. Not a lot of people saw that coming yesterday.
Besides me.
Except, I was going to say, James, except our man, James O'Brien, who said Framber would go 8 innings pitched. Did you say?
I said one hit, but he did have 1 hit going into the 8th inning. So it was close.
You were spot on, my man.
And I don't think it's a prediction. I think I manifested that.
Yeah.
Yes, because I don't think you phrased it as a prediction necessarily, but you did throw that out there into the universe. Or is this a metaverse that we're all living in already?
I said that
you
the
had
Braves
the controls
would go
yesterday.
6 shutty if Yanoa started, and I didn't even get the chance to have that one come true. Probably would have, but 8 innings pitch. He didn't change that much. As I was looking at like the pitch mix, the repertoire, 2-seamer, curveball. He went much more 2-seamer heavy this game. It was a 40-20 split in Game 1 when he didn't do great, and this was a 60. This was a 6. No, it's the same thing. He didn't change.
75% sinkers. The last thing I checked. He A-Rod, Trev's guy Rod was getting himself in some trouble because Jom's guy Rod too now was saying he's like, there's still a place in baseball for pitchers that put the ball on the ground with weak contact, and every analytics person was like, that is very much the goal of analytics these days.
That's the goal.
Rod. So he was getting chewed up for that a little bit. There was a really good, I want to say it was our guy Pitch Ninja. It was a perfect representation. It was one of those ones where he has the laser trail on it, the little foxtail laser. Okay, I just found it. I'll retweet it right now. Love Rob.
Send it to BBD. He'll put it on the screen.
He left the room. He abandoned ship. But it's a perfect image of what Framber does. He throws that sinker 95 miles per hour, and it just dives off and falls to the left. And then he throws his curveball. I mean, it's perfect X-axis pitching. Retweeted. Take that, Rob. And, man, you got to make up your decision, and it's just really tough to barrel up. That also led to quick innings, which allowed him to go into the 8th inning, which, yeah, I mean, when we're looking back at this postseason now, we're going to be saying, like, right now it's Framber and Webb with kind of the starts of the postseason. And I think Talkin Baseball retweeted, but I think this was the first playoff game that both starters went 5 innings or something. So we are in a H-Town, Funky Town time period for baseball. But, I mean, just huge by Framber. And, hey, we get Cora gets under the spotlight again for pushing the Condor a little far.
Yeah, I mean, that's something
I'm so sick of this stuff, dude.
Go on.
They're just decisions. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. We praise people too much when the decision works, and we yell at them and drag them too much when the decision doesn't work.
Yeah, but I think like I was talking about it, like if Chris Sale gave him 3 solid innings and then they had a backup plan, they would have done that. He hasn't really given him any. So I was shocked to see him send him back out for the 6th when you get 5 really good innings out of Sale. And then, like, like we referred to it as sneaking innings with Sale. Like, if he went 3, no talking head or us would have been like, man, bad start by Sale. He only went 3 innings because the expectations are way down. So the fact that they got 5 solid out of him, and then you have the bullpen in a close game, I was surprised. Obviously, it may have worked, it may not. It's not, but I was surprised that it felt like you get 5 strong innings out of Sale. Like, you go like this, and you go, absolutely fantastic job, Chris. Let's build on that next start, and we're gonna have the bullpen take it over.
Well,
he didn't do that bad in this. It was a walk, an error that hurt him, but still, I was surprised they even like went to a 6. I didn't think it was like in any plan. I think if we get 5, great, end it there.
I was under the impression that he was going like 50 pitches, like 45 to 50 pitches.
Right.
That obviously wasn't the case. But, it's like, okay, you said we'll be happy if he gets 3 innings or 4 innings. So we could have said the same thing if he went out there in the 5th inning and got taken out. Like, why did they put him in the 5th? Well, then he went out in the 5th and got through it. So it's just like, I don't know. I think Cora was looking at him and saying, he looks good. This is Chris Sale. Like, I know that he hasn't been great in the postseason, but like, he was pretty good at the end of the season, and this guy's got a track record. Like, this guy is a freaking stud.
Yeah, it's just third time versus it was the heart of the order. It was Altuve, it was Brantley, it was Bregman, it was Yordan. So that's where I was.
Yordan was 2 for 2 against him. True. I mean, you're not wrong, man. I mean, it's if you told me give me one lefty on the Red Sox to try to get out Yordan Alvarez, I'm going to say Chris Sale. It just does get tricky. I mean, his last 2 outings, 61 pitches and 30 pitches. So, I mean, he finishes this one at 87, and he found it, and that's where Jimmy said kind of the house money speech. Like, you were hoping for a good 3 from Sale. And then Cora, he did his Cora thing for 2 innings probably, right? Like, he empowered his guy. He saw that Sale kind of found it again. I think he clocked his fastest pitch this year, 98 and a half. So it's like, okay, and that's kind of the good Cora, right? Like, hey, Sale's clicking, screw the plan. Like, let's go. And you love that, especially as a player or a fan. It just is funny. Like, I don't, I know we over-examine managers, high or low end, but there was articles today, I forget if it was Buster or Rosenthal, where it's like, man, this is the Cora's postseason allure is like rubbing off, which, again, I know that's ridiculous, but Cora had pitched like a postseason perfect game, like up until this point, pretty much.
Did Cora pitch that? I don't think he was ever on the mound. That's what I'm saying.
He never threw
the guy's got to get it done.
He never threw the pill, but he picked the guys that were going out there. So when it was Nathan Eovaldi in the 18 World Series and he gave them the 6 innings or whatever it was, when it was Sale and Kimbrel coming out of the pen in moments, full pension Piv, he hasn't been pitching. He's been pressing the buttons, and the buttons, they were gonna stop at a certain point. But he had a crazy track record up until this point, and now, and a lot of it's due to the Houston bats as well that have woken up.
And Brazier came in and he was just as bad. So.
Honestly, if you watch like the Sale versus Yordan stuff, like, it's just 100% you tip your cap to Yordan.
Yeah,
like, he's hitting that fastball. I know he jumped him early, so maybe that's on Sale. He's got to maybe switch it up. I think he could have thrown him a lot of those sliders that start behind him, get ahead that way, and then maybe go to the heater up late. But he was trying to go heater away, and that thing's cutting across the plate. That's not coming like a normal fastball straight over the plate. It's like zooming across the front of the plate. But Yordan, man, not only can this guy hit absolute freaking moon balloons. What do we call them now? Moon blast?
Moon blast.
I think moon balloons too, but mostly moon blast.
I like moon balloons. I like moon balloons better than moon blast, but since we're a crypto company, the guy can hit moon blast, but he can also just pepper the other way, lefty. This guy's he's a real deal hitter. So, yes, he was 2 for 2 against him. Should he have faced him again to go 3 for 3? Probably not, maybe not. But dude, like you said, Jake, like I kind of like before the game, I'd take that matchup. Maybe if you saw the first 2 at bats, you call him aside, say, try something different. But I don't know, man. I think too much gets made of the decisions because we all know it's like they look great when they work and they look horrible when they don't. I don't know.
Yeah, I just missed the screenshot. But yeah, I think there's 4 players. I forget if it's ever or if it was postseason or what it was, but there's been 4 lefties ever to get 3 hits off Chris Sale.
Wow.
It was Yordan Alvarez, Big Papi, in a game, excuse me, not ever.
Okay.
Yordan Alvarez, Big Papi, Hosmer, and then I think it was Aoka. What's it? The old
with the Royals
slapper outfielder. Yeah. So, no, I mean, what happened was rare, but it also getting away from managers and getting away from that stuff. Yordan Alvarez is special. He's got a 948 career OPS in 233 games. He's 24. I mean, we get caught up in Correa, Altuve, Bregman because we know those guys. We've seen them. Yordan's the scariest hitter on that team.
There's a lot. They're all scary. But yes, we've been talking about Yordan for a long time. I mean, he's special. To do that against Chris Sale, you said there's 4 freaking lefties that have got 3 hits off him in a game. That's crazy.
You think Yordan can hold Altuve up on one shoulder? Like if he was
easily
just on this shoulder, not like around on the
one shoulder,
like a Prince of Thieves.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah. That'd be badass. They should take a picture like that.
Who taught his swing? That's what I want to know, man. Like, how did some guys just get such a good fucking swing?
I don't know.
You said
right?
almost,
don't you think that sometimes?
You said almost the opposite to me when you first saw my swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. I'm trying to teach these. Look.
You know the answer, Trev? Where's he from?
He's a Cuban, man. Like, guys. That's what
up,
they do in Cuba.
Grew up hitting bottle caps.
Bad coffee. Don't like Cuban coffee. Love the ball players.
Okay. All right.
It's my take on Cuba.
And their politics?
Oh, boy.
I can't get into politics anymore. People are not happy when I say I don't like China.
All right. So what else do you got on this series at all going forward?
I think the Red Sox are still in a decent position. They got the travel day today. They got Nate Eovaldi on the mound tomorrow. Houston's a damn tough place to play. There's no doubt about it. But you get Nate going out there twirling a gem, which, I mean, look, they touched him last time he was out. But, like, I'd bet on Nate, you know. Then you got Game 7, and then it's all fucking hell breaking loose. So they're still very much in it. You have to love where you're at if you're the Astros fans, especially after the first 3 games. We were just saying they're done. They're dead. They answered back in Game 4 in the 8th inning. Framber does his thing Game 5. So you're stoked if you're an Astros fan. I think as a Boston fan, though, your back's against the wall, but you have a good plan going forward. I think that you can feel pretty confident going forward that you are going to be in a position to like at least have a chance to win this series.
I like that.
I think it's up for grabs. Obviously, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if this goes 7. I don't know like the pitching paths anymore. I mean, it's Garcia for the Astros. Like they need him, or is he out because he got hurt?
I don't think they know yet. I haven't seen it listed.
Then would it be Odo?
It could be Odo. It could just be
They
could do a bullpen. They could do a bullpen game now.
Fangraphs does some assumptions, but right now they have Garcia, so we'll find out. But yeah, off day, and then two games in Houston decide your season. Again, I think it becomes the lame cop-out line, but like Houston and those guys who have done it so many times with 2 games to win 1, they've got to be the heavy favorites. But yeah, like you're saying, I mean, it basically, for me, it comes down to what Nate Eovaldi are we getting tomorrow? Are we going to see any of the Scherzer Urias effect of kind of getting pitched on their bullpen day and not having the same juice? Or is he going to be Nate Dogg Eovaldi? Because like we've been talking about with starting pitching, he's one of the few guys left in the playoffs that can give you almost 6 shut piece. So Interested to see if you're Houston, you're feeling good. I think they were saying like in the locker room, they kept saying like, let's get one in Boston, and they ended up getting two. So those guys are peacocking. They love to peacock, and they feel good doing it.
I like this note we have from Eric, who put together a stat sheet, that there was only 3 fly balls all game for the Astros. Astros outfielders just incredibly boring. It's a good way to win at Fenway, huh? I mean, if there's a stadium you want to keep like ball on the ground the most, probably the stadium with one of the highest park factors. And Framber delivers the longest outing of the postseason, which is great because he's one of my favorite pitchers in the postseason. So happy for him. Do you guys care about the light stuff at all? You just want to skip it? I feel like if we don't mention it at all, it feels like we intentionally didn't talk about it, which wasn't the case. I just don't think any of us are interested in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really interested in it.
I figured.
Until we see some other stuff or hear some other stuff or whatever like that. Jake?
I don't care.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Always.
Mm-hmm.
The gun's juiced, right? Like in the postseason. Framber was hitting 95, 97 yesterday. He doesn't throw that, does he? Like Baseball Savant has him at 92 for both his sinker and his fastball, his four-seamer.
I don't know.
He was touching 95 all game.
I don't know.
They were treating it. I'd have to ask Houston fans. They were treating his 95 like Framber's got that in the tank. I don't think Framby's a 9.7 guy. But yeah.
Let me go. I'll look like the game by game average pitch velocity on his sinker and just see if he's ever sat that high. So what was he? The highest he sat all season was 94 on September 20th. But that's like a pretty big outlier.
Yeah, he was. I mean,
his average is 92 and a half.
I saw a bunch of 95s yesterday. I think we saw 97, didn't we, from Framber? Maybe that's when he just wanted to get it going.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about all that stuff. But yeah, the light in the outfield, like, dude, the reason why the Astros banging story was easy was because 2 players were on record before I made my video. We talked about it at all. I'm getting a lot of people like, you did a lot of work on the Astros when I didn't. The Athletic did. So I'm just going to say my piece because stop tweeting at me. I didn't spend hours going over footage on the banging stuff.
Let's briefly talk about it because I honestly, I saw the light. What's being said about it? I mean, just
there's like a bar behind there in the garage door.
Yeah, like you can kind of like peep through the stadium and see in from a bar. And I think there was a news crew doing an interview, and they had like a news crew light on. So it's a topic. It's a topic that's hot in the streets.
People are so scared of all this now. It's good though. You see something, say something. That's what they say at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Neighborhood Watch, Trevor Plouffe.
I am.
You watch a lot of shit.
Dude, remember that video where the bowling guy goes, "Who do you think you are?"
I never heard of that.
I love that. Pete Weber.
Never heard of that.
He's the best. That's right. I did it. Let's go to game 2. The National League.
Ooh, the Bundesliga. Before we do that, can we talk about Charity Buzz real quick?
Yeah, I love them. They keep tweeting at me.
Because they know that you're a fan.
You love getting love.
I've been looking at their shit.
Looking at their shit?
Ooh. Charity Buzz. They're the premier online marketplace for cause, hosting our friend Philanthropic trading card auction featuring highly coveted baseball and basketball cards. Trev's head over heels in the cards game. That's why I told him, Trev, cards.charitybuzz.com. Explore their auction bids, and you can see a rare card. How about that Topps 1952 Mickey Mantle rookie card, PSA grade of 8?
What would Nick Turturro pay for that card?
Oh, my God. All of it. Take everything.
All of it.
2 to 5.
And this is the best part. Funds raised benefit at-risk youths through the Inspiring Children Foundation auction and will be live through Thursday, October 28th. So start making moves on this, people. And if you're recently into the hobby and interested in current players, how about Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani? You might be familiar with them. Go check out cards.charitybuzz.com and also follow them. Apparently they're tweeting at Trevor Plouffe at CharityBuzz on all major social platforms. Yeah, man, the card game, hot in the streets, and these guys have tied in a good cause to it. So go tweet at them at CharityBuzz, cards.charitybuzz.com. Tweet at them and Trev. How about that?
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
And if you don't, try to remember to do it next time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's burn the second game of the day.
Yeah,
Dodgers bound to tie up the series. Jake's Dodgers. He loves the Dodgers. He's rooting for the Dodgers.
Bias.
He hates the Braves with all his
Never
heart.
worn
Trevor
girls.
hates the Dodgers so much. BBD hates both teams, wishes that he's rooting for natural disaster. All right, let's burn the game now that we have our allegiances out of the way.
What?
Letting the people know where we stand.
Important game 4 as the Braves try to take a commanding 3-1 lead with Jesse Chavez Ravine getting the open as Huascar was a go for this one. Meanwhile, postseason hero Julio Jones Urias would try to catch a big win for the Dodgers in the second. Cat scratch fever, Eddie. Eddie Rosario with a homer. He can't stop, man. Adam Duvall, belly to belly. He goes big fly. It's 2-0. How's your trade deadline? Freddie Freeman. Love that money. Pay him, Atlanta. It's 3-0. Another pearl from Jock for Duvall. 5-0 Braves. A.J. Pollock breaks open the scoring in Trevor's forearm. It's 5-2, but it would stay that way into the ninth, and the Braves get a little insurance. Freddie Freeman again. How about that double down the line? And Eddie Rosario, 2 ding-dong day for him. Unreal. And the Braves, they pitch enough to get it done. Chavez to Smiley with 3.1. Chris Martin, Jim's on a huge Coldplay kick. AJ Minter for 2. Matzik every game this series. Will Smith. The Braves go up 3-1 with a 9-2 victory. Wow.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed. I'm on a big Chris Martin interview kick. I haven't been listening to a lot of Coldplay. I've just been watching a lot of the lead singer of Coldplay interviews. He's a very endearing human being, and I enjoy hearing him talk. I just found out. I didn't listen to a single interview of his 3 days ago. Last 2 days, nonstop Chris Martin interviews.
Wow. Have you learned anything?
That I want to be like him. He's very sweet and endearing. And now it makes me like his music more.
I have a few good songs from Coldplay that I like. One's called Magic. Nice song, nice soothing song if you ever want to listen to something just to chill out. And then he's in this other, I don't know what you would call it, a rock medley. Several artists joined together and they cover a Foo Fighters song. It was for charity.
You love charity.
Times Like These.
Yeah.
And Chris Martin was at the end of that. He also sings. It's like Dua Lipa's in it. You know, we love Dua on the pod.
Wow.
A lot of people. But yeah, okay, Chris Martin. That's interesting, James. You're an interesting cat.
And, we're giving out Nostradamus points today. I had this score of this game, 9-2. Just the wrong teams, which is unfortunate. But
that isn't. You saw all the correct numbers.
I saw everything except just the right teams. Man, the MF and Braves, dude. Like make that a shirt.
Nostradamus, I'm wrong. I was exactly wrong here. The Braves almost heard what I said and said, we'll put that to the test, Jimmy. I said that the Braves bullpen, and Trev was kind of thinking along with me, which Moylan didn't like. It was like, I mean, eventually the Dodgers got to get these guys. You're throwing Martin, Minter, Matzik, Smith every game. I was like, I don't know if like you can just continue to do that. And not only did the Braves like continue to do that, it was their plan. They said, oh, you think we're using our bullpen too much? We're going to fucking bullpen game this. And Martin, Minter, Matzik, and Smith combine for what? 4.2 of 2-hit ball with 0 earned runs. Throw them more. You get an off day after today. If you don't win today, like what are they doing today? Ynoa and Slop.
Ynoa's done.
No,
Ynoa's out. That was the big news before this game.
Oh yeah,
It's Max Fried, baby.
Oh, Max Fried is ready for today, and then Morton game 7.
Well, they got
game
6 and 7. They got
If
Ion.
they
got Morton.
Oh, Ion.
This was a scheduled bullpen day for them, but Ynoa was supposed to be a bolt guy. He got scratched. My guy Jesse Chavez comes in there, starts it, and yeah, you're right, James. They just did it. Just did it. And that some of it's to do with the Dodgers bats are just they're cold. But you have to give props to the bullpen for doing it. And I talked about this today on Baseball Today. If you coming into the playoffs, if you ask any Braves fan what their biggest concern was, it was their bullpen.
Yeah.
And they've really done it. They've really done it on all sides of the ball. Like they've hit, they've played D, their starting has been good, their bullpen's been good. I mean, that's how you get a 3-1 lead in the NLCS right there.
Do we have like accumulated Braves numbers with runners in scoring position for the series? I can go game by game, but it feels like
they've done well.
They've done well.
They've been hitting. Yes. Man, we get a lot of stats in baseball. It's a beautiful thing, and sometimes it can lead to analysis paralysis. Here's one I heard on the broadcast the other day that feels a lot more impactful now. Since Ronald Acuna Jr. went out, the Braves were the highest scoring team in the National League. And they are kind of showing that in front of us. And when you start talking about playoff formulas, hey, they are using their high-end relievers every day, and they are doing the job. That crew, man, deserves more and more love. Minter, Chavez, Martin, hell, Luke Jackson deserves some love. Will Smith. Matzik has pitched in every Braves postseason game. If there has been a postseason game, Tyler Matzik has pitched in it. That's nuts, man.
That is fucking nuts, man.
I need your bad brain right now.
Give it
every
to
day, Eddie Guardado pitched every day.
Yeah.
Give me a nickname for Tyler Matzik right now that coincides with him pitching every day. Ready?
Money Matzik.
Matzik, Big Dick.
Yes.
Big Dick Matzik.
Yes. That's what I was.
I mean, dude, he has hit the point. You know, there's specific points in athletes' career. I often talk about backup catchers having a big hit, and that's their managerial hit. Like your name gets in the ether more, so that's how you get a managerial job. Matzik has now hit the point where he should open a restaurant bar in Atlanta. Like he's earned it. Like people have to go.
Maybe a bank. Money Matzik.
Money Matzik.
Well, people in the chat are saying they already have a nickname for him. It's called Tyler Nutsack.
Boring. The Braves
I like nuts.
I like nuts.
I like nuts too.
Okay, we all agree.
Like cashews. The Braves are 10 for 25. 10 for 25 with runners in scoring position.
That's good.
400.
James, that's good.
400. Yeah. I know, Trev, like you say what works in the postseason, and I say good pitching and timely hitting, and then you say, what the hell is timely hitting? That's not a real thing, but coming up with runners in scoring position in the postseason.
I don't say timely hitting is nothing.
Yeah, we had that once. I said good pitching and timely hitting, and you said that.
Let's put the swords down.
But I'm just saying,
I need to find
you have to come
I believe
through.
In timely hitting.
Like when you get guys on second base, third base, you have to come through. And 400 batting average is incredible. I don't even think that counts sack flies. I wonder if that like is even more impressive. So that's amazing.
Yeah. You have to have timely hitting. Maybe the discussion was you can't base a postseason roster or build a team relying on timely hitting. You just want good hitters, but
yes, that was probably it. Like you can't build for that. You just kind of have to hope it happens.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Well,
gosh, man. And the Dodgers on the flip side are horrendous this series.
Well, it's kind of we said it all year, like the Dodgers a little bit being overshadowed by the Giants and how fun their miraculous season was, and expectations are everything in life. But the Dodgers offense never fully clicked this year. You want to know where their starting pitching ranked this season? In ERA, the Dodgers were first. WHIP, they were first. Walks per 9, first. Ks per 9, first. Hits per 9, first. The Dodgers starting pitching this year had an unreal all-time season. Urias, Buehler, Scherzer. I mean, they were without Kershaw, Bauer. Like they have 2 rotations on their staff, and they have the names hitting-wise. Right now, that Max Muncy injury is looming so large. I think it has changed his whole team dynamic. He was their most consistent day in, day out ball player this year. He's been out. Now Justin Turner's probably out. So man, it's tough for the Dodgers. Urias doesn't look like the same guy. His last couple outings, he's been touched out. So is that wear and tear from the season? Is it wear and tear from the postseason? Little column A, little column B. So that's kind of the Dodgers story. And what you guys are saying about the timely hitting. Right now, man, go through the names in their lineup. Rosario, Freeman, Albies, Riley, Jock, Duvall, Darno, Swanson. Who's giving you a bad at bat? None of them, man. None of them. And that, however you measure that, and maybe we'll find a way to measure like good at bats or not blowing an at bat, the Braves have that top of the charts right now.
They have the same amount of runners on in scoring position, basically. The Braves, I just said, at 25 men in scoring position. The Dodgers have at 27.
Can I guess the amount of hits?
Dodgers, you want to guess it?
I think 4.
6 for 27,
6.
which is a 222. I thought it was going to be worse than that, to be honest. But
Oh, man. Peter keeps alluding. I'm talking about Peter Moylan, the Aussie that we employ. I also aspire to fire him one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Australians all let us
Which is a pretty good
rejoice,
crew at
for
this point.
We are young and free.
It's you and Peter that
Yeah.
I aspire to fire. Yeah.
Fireside
Anytime.
crew.
Anytime Jake gets lumped in with Moylan, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he keeps talking about the clubhouse and they've gone through some things together this year, and he talks about how tight they are. And man, sometimes I'm like, come on, like every team is pretty tight. And it makes them more tight? Winning. Like that's kind of like the common denominator in all the teams that are tight. They win.
Yeah.
But I think that's part of it, Jake, when you're talking about every single guy giving you a good at bat. I think when Acuna went down, obviously they still have excellent ball players there. Freddie Freeman's the reigning MVP. Little Monster's a guy. Young Thick has been doing it all year. But when Acuna goes down, I think a lot of times the rest of the lineup has to look themselves in the mirror and say, hey, we gotta do something to make up for this. We're missing one of the best players in baseball. Let's all step up, and they've done that. They fucking done it, man.
Young Thick getting Troy Gloss comparisons on the broadcast. How about that? Where's your blood rush to then? Whew.
Left arm.
Penis for me.
I will. I mean, like,
That's what I call my penis.
I challenge. We I think more so me challenged Young Thick at the beginning of the season. You guys were more on the Dansby train, like challenge that guy. I also probably was on that train, but he has just been a guy. I mean, I said go trade for Jose Ramirez. They've got Jose Ramirez type production out of Young Thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been special. He's earned himself a bad year.
Dude, he's gotten, like, we call him Young Thick. He's gotten less thick. If you look,
Yeah,
look
you
at some
said
of these
the F
videos in
word
the
last
back.
time you talked about this, so be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I thought the broadcast, they started talking about how, like, meaty he was. I thought they were going to go there. I thought it was going to be Ron Darling's confirmation that he is a Talkin' Baseball listener. He just came a couple words away from it. Young Thick is the only starter without a hit yesterday. That's insane. As one of the more feared bats in their lineup. Dude, more Eddie Rosario. Eddie Rosario has another 4-hit day. Like, and he did it from the leadoff spot one day. He does it from the 5th spot the next day. We love Eddie Rosario. Trev, it's kind of funny. Again, sometimes we do this. Like, you should use your teammate. Like, this is a guy you know. I just say, like, I really like the way Eddie Rosario plays baseball. Like, this is your guy. So I'm stoked for him. I can't imagine, like, how you're feeling.
I love seeing him do well. And Eddie's kind of his reputation around the league is, he's not an OBP guy. He's a streaky. There's no doubt about it. And, he can get cold, but he ain't cold right now. And he's feeling himself. And the thing that I've said from the get-go, and pretty much anybody that's ever played with him, it's kind of what everyone's talking about right now, is the moment is never too big for him. And he homered in his the first ever pitch he saw in the big leagues against Scott Kazmir. He hit a homer to the opposite field. Like, the moment's not too big for him. So he loves doing it in these moments. And you can tell, man, like, some guys really, they like the crowd. They like the pressure. It makes them focus in, like, really get locked in. He's one of those guys.
Why did they walk Duvall? They're just behind and they walked. It seems weird to me.
Let's see. Adam Duvall, he deserves love too. He hit a homer and he robbed close to a homer. I mean, we'll give him the nod. Big fell out in center. When did they walk Duvall, Jimbo?
After the Rosario triple with 2 outs in the 3rd to bring Jock up.
Yeah, lefty. I guess, right? That's the only thing I can think of. Urias versus Jock. I don't know what the numbers are.
Just seems silly to me.
Probably not a lot of at-bats because they were teammates, but
Jock's been, like, coming through. There's 2 outs.
And he did. He came through.
I mean, Jock's always, we talked about a lot how platoon he is, so you kind of see it. And Duvall's been good too.
I love that Jock's been doing it against the Dodgers, man. It's pretty cool. Because they could have had him back.
Someone said sets up the double play, but I believe there's 2 outs, which is why
There was 2 outs.
Which is why I was like, it's kind of just a weird mindset. I know you want the platoons, but that's kind of like, I don't know. You intentionally walk to get the Jock against his ex-team when he's been coming through in a runner in scoring position.
I probably would have tried the nibble there with Duvall, make him chase at least.
Chase, try to get a fly ball out at the end of the inning, ground ball out at the end of the inning. Like, the odds are in your favor that Duvall's going to get out. It's baseball.
Maybe he's saying, I don't want to waste the pitches. If we're going to do that, might as well just go to the next batter. I don't know.
Yeah.
And something interesting tying the 2 series together. Our guy Kike has slowed down a little bit. We talked about the Arozarena comparison and how he was actually toe-to-toe, maybe a step better than Arozarena, but we forget that Arozarena kept going, if not got better. Kike slowed down a little bit. Eddie Rosario's stat line is kind of where Kike's is. They both have 1.2 OPSs. Eddie's hitting 467 these playoffs. Kike's down to 422. So, yeah, I mean, think about, 2 days ago how special we were talking about Kike. Eddie Rosario's been doing that, and now a little better for Atlanta.
I just rewatched that Jock hit that I'm talking about. I sent it to BBD. I don't know if we can put it in the, but if you don't have a second baseman playing outfield for the first time, I think you have a center fielder that knows that you charge and catch that. And Gavin Lux, it's not his fault. It sucks that the conversation comes back to this, but probably have a premier defender playing a premier defending position. I mean, if that's someone who plays center field and understands that there's 2 outs and that dude scores if it drops or scores if you make a diving catch and miss it.
Yeah.
We got to play guys at their positions.
This is where, like, man, we talk about analytics and how there are things that are just numbers and that's all they are, and we can go and you follow those. But then there's also some philosophical differences between people who really have been in the game for a long time and some of the new age thought processes. One of them being you can just throw guys out there. They're athletes. You're only going to get X amount of balls per game. Most of them are going to be pretty easy. But, we talk about in the playoffs all the time. Every single play is magnified. So maybe you can get away with that during the season. They're 162. You can throw Gavin Lux out there and maybe, give him some leeway. He might make a few errors, but, over the long run, you'll be okay. In a series, whether it be 5, 7, or a wild card, whatever.
Yeah, it's center field.
You're going to get exposed.
You talk about the classic Moneyball clip, how hard is first base, and it's really hard. And Trev, you say that too. They threw you at first base, and you're like, damn, that's fucking hard. And then you've seen guys go to second base. They signed Moose to play second base, and you're like, all right, okay, I guess positioning will help and stuff. And corner outfielders, obviously, you just throw guys out there that can hit and hope they can run a little bit. But center field, that's center field. That's not a position you can be messing around. So I feel bad for Lux.
Our guy JD was back at it, Josh Donaldson, and it was kind of funny later in this game. Ball went to Mookie in center and goes off his glove, so everyone was doing it. Well, how about that? But yeah, man, it's analytics are not perfect, and how they view the game and how it all comes together. People need to come to grips with that. Analytics are fantastic. On the other side of things, like Adam Duvall's playing center field. Like, how many old scouts are fucking losing their mind over that? Thick boy Duvall. And
he can kind of go get it, though.
Yeah, he's looked solid out there. And I think part of that is because he's an outfielder. So,
he's an outfielder.
So maybe his range is limited, but he knows how to play outfield. Where Gavin Lux, man, again, think of Gavin Lux. Like,
Duvall robbed Gavin Lux, which is kind of like,
sucks,
the whole fun.
Gavin Lux, you're a top baseball prospect, like a top 10, top 5 prospect. You're the future of the sport. You're the next star shortstop. You're the bee's knees. Here you are in a playoff game playing center field. Like,
you say bee's knees or niece?
Yes, John Neese. Trev would rake John Neese right now.
Oh, John, yeah. So didn't Johan Santana get him a nose job because he was having some problem sleeping?
Yeah. He was upset about how ugly he was. Sleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Duvall 5 stolen bases. Look out!
Woo!
That was mean what I said. I take it back.
A little bit. You guys want to talk about tonight's game a little bit?
A little bit.
Well, Jim, I've got such good news for you.
I love good news.
Guess where you
My
are?
favorite kind of moves.
Guess where you are right now?
New Jersey.
The fine state of New Jersey. You know what you can do there? Jimmy right now is going to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, and he's about to play some bet. This is live, people. This is what they don't understand. Jimmy, let me tell the people this. If you're an NFL fan, we got a money bet for you. $5, any NFL team. If they win, Trev already locked in him and Matt Stafford's Rams. Matt Stafford told Trev if the Rams lose, he'll refund your money. That's off the script and not real. What is real, if you bet $5 on an NFL team and they win, you get $200 in free bets. If it's not legal in your state yet, they have the daily fantasy sports at DraftKings. Huge cash prizes there. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code JOMBOY. Bet $5 on NFL teams to win their game. Win $200 in free bets. If they win, you win with promo code JOMBOY this week at the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older. New Jersey, Indiana, PA only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit. $1 wager required. 1 per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Jimmy, give them some winners tonight, babe.
No, I'm not going to give winners. I'm going to give my bets. Mookie Betts is going to get 2 hits.
Huge.
Mookie Betts.
So over 1.5. What's the line?
Give me the line.
Plus 180.
Already paid.
I like it.
Free money.
See. And after Mookie gets a hit, he's obviously going to steal a base. That's plus 300.
Okay. I don't know. Max Fried lefty on.
Yeah, but
Neutralizing the running
They've
game?
been running all over Darnell, and it's desperation time.
Okay.
Total bases. Oh, Duvall over 1.5. Absolutely, he'll get a double
Okay.
Done.
or two singles or a walk and a single. Easy peasy. Austin Riley, he went hitless yesterday.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
grabbing
the
two
only one, I
bases.
think.
That's plus 130. I'm up to 10,000 grand on the line. I don't know what else. All right, let's see. Where's the pitching props? I think you guys would like that. Pitcher props. Max Fried. Over, under. Oh, that's just, what is that? Strikeouts? Oh, over 4.5.
Done. Punch
For
it.
Fried. Plus 110.
Free money.
Done. Bet. 10 grand on the line. Hits allowed. Under. It's 4.5 is the line
For Max?
for Max.
No.
I mean,
no
it seems
comment.
like
Yeah,
I would go over
not
on
taking that
that.
one. Will there be a grand slam? Plus 1,400. So you obviously throw $1 on that.
Jim, that's happening tonight. It's either the Dodgers announcing they're back in the series, 3-1, all the fear factor, or the Braves win with a grand slam. We're not doing that song and dance. You can lock in a grand slam in this game.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
don't lock that in.
Lock
people.
that in.
That's locked
You
in.
can sprinkle.
Lock
I
that in.
sprinkled. I
sprinkle.
sprinkled only 1 grand on that.
Lock is definitely not a
Lock
sprinkle.
that in.
Atlanta Braves to score first and win. How about this? LA Dodgers to score first and lose, plus 650. 5,000 on that.
Yeah.
All right, Trev.
All right,
What
my
about some
bets-
crypto?
My bets are placed.
Trev, Max Fried on the bump tonight. Your guy. Is it bullpen for the Dodgers?
It's bullpen for the Dodgers, but good bullpen. We talked about this earlier today on Baseball Today. I mean, they got guys. This is not enough to fill up a game, unfortunately, I don't think. But it's going to be Knievel. Maybe he goes 2.
Interested.
Maybe.
Interested.
Then you have Vesia, you have Trinan, you have Jansen, you have Joe Kelly. Can they trust Joe Kelly to go more than 1? Don't know. They have the good bullpen people ready.
Ooh.
But with Phil Gonsolin going yesterday, they don't really have a guy that can eat up innings. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, they're going to be pushing these guys. Do we see? I guess no, we won't see. I'm trying to think is there any starter that can come in for the Dodgers and do something? Because is it Scherzer then Buehler?
It's potentially Buehler's throw day because he would be lined up for
he just pitched Tuesday.
So no, that's tough, man. I've got 8. If the game goes to script for the Dodgers, which is
Gratterall's there,
which
too.
is really
I forgot
tough.
about that.
Yeah, I've got 8 good innings. Between Kenley, Trinan, Brewstar, Knievel, Joe Kelly, Vesia. Like you can get there, dude. Dodgers offense. I mean, going back to Houston and Boston, look at the winning runs on the board for those games. Like you can start doing this for this series too. With the Braves offense and like kind of eyes open, like our brains do a mental like, oh, no Ronald Acuna, so the offense must. Their offense has been there, is doing it again. Dodgers got to do it. That's why that Mookie Betts bet is just a lock. Like Trey Turner, Corey Seager, Will Smith. Let's go, boy. Let's go, boys.
Let's go, boys.
Bum.
You want to give one of your classic pump-up speeches?
You think they need that?
Well, Friday Night Lights. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
There's no way Buehler's pitching tonight.
No, he's not. He's not.
Gratterall for 2.
You get 2
I
out of
said Phil
Brewster.
Gonsolin. Didn't I say Phil Gonsolin?
Yeah,
that's not a person.
That's a combination.
Phil Gosselin and Tony Gonsolin.
Well, boys, you got 1 night to get yourself 2 more nights. Mookie Betts, I'm looking at you, and I'm seeing someone considered one of the best 3 players in baseball, you need to have a big night. Corey Seager, you won the goddamn World Series MVP. I need you to have a good night. Trey Turner, you've been wearing camouflage this whole series. I need to see you tonight. Will Smith. They're talking about the other Will Smith. Their team has a Will Smith. I want to hear about our Will Smith tonight. Gavin Lux, you can't play center field. That might be true, but I'm going to put you out there. I need you to hit. You're in center field to hit, Gavin. Hit someone, Gavin! I'm looking at Justin Turner. He can't play this game. You know why? He's running hard. He ran hard for this team. He's ran hard for this city for the past half decade. I need you boys to run hard for this city. Albert Pujols, you're starting tonight. Woo! They carry Pujols out. They struggle. He's kind of uncomfortable up there.
He's very heavy.
Put me down. Put me down. That's it.
Good stuff.
Pujols is not going on the
He
shoulders of
hates
anybody right
it.
now. That's a big boy right there. He's pushing 300 right now, right?
Yes.
No?
Watch it.
Yes.
Watch Pujols.
He's huge.
When he takes his batting stance, he extends, so he stretches out the belly a little bit. When you see Pujols leaning over a little bit, I'm telling you, it's my physique just like on 2.5 times the size.
They got him at 6'3", 235. Lies.
You got him at 3, Trev? Come on.
I don't know if I got him at 3. I think I got him
Can't
pushing
be
260,
3.
bro. I think I got him pushing
I'll go
260 to
280.
270.
I'll put that out.
Dude, I had a former teammate of mine. I'm not going to say who it is because this is kind of mean of them, but he texted me, wow, Pujols really got a boiler now, huh?
Mm.
And I was like, no comment. But in my mind, you know what I did?
What'd you do? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jake, the last time you did the pump up speech is like one of the only tweets I have bookmarked in my Twitter. I don't use that feature, but it was the last time you did a pump up speech.
Did it work?
It's so funny.
Let me ask you boys one question. Yeah. Are you a ball player or are you a baseball player? That's what I thought. Let's go get him.
Yeah. That spoke to the locker room.
That's what I thought.
I was gonna say, like, you gotta have a Turner hurt himself for the team, and you went right to it.
And I strategically left out Belly and Chris Taylor because they sometimes feel left out. So them feeling more left out is like, wait, coach didn't shout us out? We gotta fucking show out tonight. So that's called that's coaching behind the scenes.
I'd play for you.
I'd get fired so quick.
You'd be drunk after
I'd
every
get
game.
fired so quick.
You wouldn't know what to do with yourself after the game ended. You gotta come down somehow, baby, because you're gonna be fired up during the game. Then you're gonna try to sleep. The first week, you're gonna be like drinking water, and you're gonna be struggling to sleep. Like, I don't get it. And then you're gonna realize, man, I get really worked up during these games. And then 1 beer turns into 6. 6 beers turns into vodka. Before you know it, you're out of the league. So
I think
just
I would just be pretty cushy. And I think where I'd get in trouble would be, you start popping the gummy in the 7th inning, and then we'd end up in a 12 inning game, and I'd be a little confused. So I'd be trying to pinch hit someone who's already pinch hit, and that's what people don't like.
That's when you got Kai Correa to step in.
Kai, I'm not feeling good, babe.
You think Gabe's ever been there? Kai, you got this one. Like, I'm tired.
I got to be honest with you. I'm on the moon right now.
Kai, I haven't eaten a vegetable in 3 years, so I'm tired.
That's baseball.
Okay, goodbye.
Thanks, everyone. See you tonight, live stream.
Live stream tonight.
Let's go, Max.
Go Doyers.
Wow.
Or Dodgers.
Give me game 7, except I put all my bets on the Dodgers to lose. Jake sucks.
Zach Short listed at 5'10" on Baseball Reference. We
We'll
all
put that
know
to the test.
he 5'9".